Hello everybody and welcome to episode 69 of the Chesterfield of Dreams, and we are going to achieve our biggest dream yet in today's live com. We are taking on 4th placed Manchester City for a battle to see which team will have the automatic Champions League spot and which one will have to play through the playoffs. And as you can see, there's plenty on the line for many clubs today, particularly Manchester United and Chelsea. They'll be going head to head for the title, but we'll fast forward and check out the Premier League. And as you can see, we have the pound seat. We just need a draw at the Etihad to guarantee our position in the Champions League, but a loss will mean Manchester City will have superior goal difference and will overtake us into 3rd place. But can you believe it? Chesterfield in the Champions League, the Chesterfield of Dreams has reached its glorious point, and I cannot wait to see how we get on in European football. It's the one sort of achievement I wanted to get no matter what. Like, I know I'm not great at winning the trophies, but getting through to Europe was something I've badly wanted to do since I was able to do it so successfully in FM13. So that's a look at the league table, and you want to see the home record. It's actually one loss. We were beaten in our very last home game against Middlesbrough. I'll show you that in a moment. But Newcastle actually have a very good home record as well, and our away record looks like this. Man City and Chesterfield actually tied on points for away record. Man United actually had a dreadful away record compared to Chelsea, but the home record stands out as United are the only unbeaten team at home. So let's take a look now at the squad before I head into the match. You can see I've got a generally fit squad. I'm going to risk a 4-4-2 as opposed to the 4-2-3-1 or anything like that at the Etihad for my own reasons. 2 injuries to talk about. Henrik Gulden has just been injured. I was preparing for this final game, and he's out for 6 to 7 weeks after an injury in reserves. And Mohamed Abdul Rahim Ahmed has twisted his ankle, so I'm down to just one fully fit striker in Tomas Forza, but thank goodness he's been in the form of his life with the 8.12 in his last 5 games. Yair Messa is on a low ebb, seeing by his confidence only being okay, but he is fit enough to play on the bench, which is very important. So let's look at the last few results since we last spoke. It was this Norwich defeat which got on my nerves, and I was genuinely upset, maybe a little too upset, but we just have to live and let learn, as he did respond perfectly against Huddersfield, winning 4-1. And then we beat Watford in a vital away game. Tomas Forza getting a brace, a much needed one at that, and he did a great job, 1 goal in each half, before a Middlesbrough dive in the box was not spotted by the referee. He declared a penalty, and our unbeaten record went down the pan, and it was our very first defeat at the Proax Stadium since Newcastle at the end of last season. So it's the North East clubs that like to spoil my party. But in a very poor performance away to already relegated Southampton, we got an undeserved win, but it was a win nonetheless. Tomas Forza yet again on the score sheet. Kenji Gore got his first of the season to respond to Will Glynn's goal. He'll probably be a hot agent for next season. Got fantastic stats in majority of departments anyway. We'll see what we can do about that. So it's all down to this. Manchester City, a rainy Etihad Stadium, and with Champions League money coming in, we are going to be amazingly well off in just a few months' time. But I just want to point out the youth and training facilities are not complete for another 5 months, and that really is a bee in my bonnet. I really wanted these done in time for the next batch of regens. Unfortunately, that has not happened, so you just have to grin and bear it. So it's all on the line now. Chesterfield will be playing Champions League football, either group stage or playoff round, but we want to make absolutely sure the playoffs are the only the playoffs are out of content. The playoffs are out of contention. We want to play those group stages for the very first time. What an achievement it will be. But Man City will be angry. They've had many chances to clinch the Champions League spot, and we messed up, and so did they. So there's like our inform man, Tomas Forza. Great stuff. So let's see if he can get the all-important goal and be an all-time legend, just like Yara Messa. This is it, everybody. The biggest live comm of my career thus far. We have pretty much half the reward already, but the opportunity to finish third in the league is one not to be missed if possible, and it would be great to deny Moneybag City such an opportunity, considering how little money we spent and how loyal our fans are in such a modest stadium. So there's a look at their lineup. You've got Carlos, Patrick Roberts, Memphis Depay, Marcus Lopez, John Stones, Alexandro Keylor Navas, and so on and so forth. So it's going to be extremely tough to beat a fully strengthened Manchester City compared to the one we beat at home in January. That was a weakened side, but it was a brilliant win nonetheless, and a draw is all we need to guarantee that group stage football. As I mentioned, we have an away goal, so to speak, and I'd like to see a great performance to end the greatest season of the Chesterfield of Dreams so far. We've had some fantastic ones down the years. It's all down to this. These players will be well rested in the summer, ready to play against the very best in the world. But will Manchester City overtake us on this final day? It's time to find out. Everyone wants to win for Chesterfield, and it's just a matter of executing the performance on the day. But Manchester City, in these moist conditions, would like to deny us and send us home unhappy. There's a long crossfield ball. Marcus Lopez, Memphis Depay wide. And Man City off to a confident start. We need to calm the guys down, just show a little passion. May not calm them down, but Man City are all over us thus far. Here's Sandro, good block, and now here's the two-striker formation working to a treat, and Murillo clears it for the end of the highlight. But two striker seems to work better for me in this game than the one, because we often get trapped in our own half, not able to get it up the pitch with one striker, but with two it seems to work just fine. Now here we go, counter-attack. Oh, it's cleared. Depay is able to win it in the air. Stephenson only as far as Lopez, Roberts, Depay, Pardo. Oh, that's a great pass. Muller is able to save, and it wasn't good enough to keep it in play, but thankfully we've cleared this set piece. But City are never going to give up. Their short play is among the best you can find, and here's Bertram. Oh, it's a bad pass. It's a really bad pass, and unfortunately he has to play improvised striker to complete my 4-4-2 plans, but hopefully we'll be able to substitute him if he doesn't score. Here's Lopez, great save. Muller. Chesterfield obviously need to get the ball forward, so we're going to go more direct and pump the ball into the box, but discipline is still required until the second half. There's no point trying to sneak a goal now and getting Man City angry, but if we can get one, that'll be great. But I don't want to risk going 1-0 down myself. Any news on the league title? That's Depay and Pardo. Oh no! Oh no! That's in off the set piece. Chelsea are winning. Manchester United are winning, so that means City will overtake us into third place. Forza to Bertram. Oh, that would have been splendid. It's a good save from Navas, and that's cleared. And Sunderland are going to take European football away from Leicester City. That'll be a crying shame. Here's Kinsella. Cook. Oh, not good enough. Patrick Roberts to Stones, and that's the end of the highlight. I think if we just survive now to half time, we'll be okay. Lopez, great tackle. Our passing is way off today, and that's not a good pass. Muller is able to compose himself. Patrick Roberts to Lopez and Kalau. Lopez to Depay. Carlos off the crossbar. But it's fair to say Man City deserve their lead. I'm dreadful with getting results on the final day, but we have to believe in ourselves and get something on the board. We're going to now go back to retain possession and shorter passing. Maybe try run at the defence for a little bit, see what that can do. But I'll just say we're unlucky. We have played poorly, but you can't be too harsh when we're at a stadium as difficult as the Etihad. So let's try again, everybody. It's not over yet. Don't give up. We just need a draw. Alexandro immediately getting stuck in. He's not in prime health either, so we really need to watch our tackles. Don't want to get a red card and end this game on a low note. There's a route 1 kick, but it hasn't found a boy in white. But Bemboletta has seen a red mist, and he will be cautioned for taking out Memphis Depay. Here's Roberts. That's a fabulous ball, and Memphis Depay, he's made it 2-0 here, and it looks like Chesterfield just aren't quite up for this challenge. We'll have to demand more. It's not good enough, but we have to, go to the very end. City don't deserve this third place compared to me, but we didn't take our chances when they came. We should have beaten Middlesbrough or gotten the draw. That would have been enough, to say the least, but let's try and keep the score honourable. I don't want to be thrashed away to Manchester clubs again. We're now going to make our changes, and it will be Jairo Mesa. He needs a lift, and I'm going to bring him on for Tom Bertram and swap these two around. Jairo Mesa can attack, and Tomas Forza will now support as a target man. Poor performances from Sean Kavanagh, so we'll swap these two around, bring on Wagstaff, and leave that for now. I don't want to have to bring on 3 substitutes and then see one injured. So deep breath, clear your throat. Let's try and get a shot on target. Anything will do at this stage. Just get something to warm the goalie's gloves. Memphis Depay, good tackle. Bemboletta forward to Jairo Mesa. He's tackled the opposition. Tomas Forza, good block. Sandro keeps it in play, very calm, and City are even willing to just chip it around the field, and they're very happy, and this could be a fabulous goal. Carlos, he's done it. It is a cruel goal, but it is very, very beautiful at the same time. So City are going to take away third place without any doubt, but thankfully Anthony Syra gets a goal. We'll go back to standard and we'll just say encourage, but at least we got a goal. I don't really mind, but Man City are a quality team. They haven't shown it this season, and that's an example of it. They really should have scored there. But yeah, frustration to say the least. We could have had third place all of our own, but we let it go, and we're now going to bring on the final substitution for the season 2023/24. It's Ruben Loftus-Cheek to partner Rasmus Stephenson, 2 players who had a really tough season with injuries, but they fought back, and Memphis Depay go to purgatory, if I can say so. That's another goal against Chesterfield for him, and it's another bad away performance. But yeah, Memphis Depay is just so good in this game. Here's Forza, and he has scored. It's a thriller in these last 20 or so minutes, but it doesn't matter. 1 notch. We should be 3-2 down as opposed to 4-2. But maybe, just maybe, Chesterfield don't want to give up. Here's Loftus-Cheek. Fabulous! Truly fabulous! And we have a sniff at this game. Now what a comeback this will be. Chesterfield have done much better, and it is a narrow defeat out of nowhere, unless we are in for one of the finest comebacks. It'll be up there with West Bromwich Albion. Depay on a hat-trick though, capped out by Linus Muller. And now City just have to defend for the next 2 minutes. Shanahan, end of the highlight. Come on, get it up the pitch. No, it's not good enough. City are going to end it on a win. It's over. What a game. But that 4th goal was unacceptable. But we are out of the Champions League automatic spots. We'll have to win the playoffs if we're going to play Champions League football right away. But you have to believe, even though we'll be unseeded, I think we stand a reasonable chance given our wonderful mental strength at home. But I think we can just say we're not expected to win. But there you go, everybody. A big thumbs up for this wonderful season. We've won 19 games, drawn 9 and lost 10. It was a rather unfortunate second half of the season, but we are well clear of Liverpool, Sunderland, Newcastle and Leicester City. We are in the Champions League. Arsenal are not, Tottenham are not, Liverpool are not, Newcastle, Everton and so on and so forth. Down go Fulham on goal difference. They did a very poor job against QPR, and that's the end of Fulham for another season in the Premier League. But we've done it, everybody. We cannot underestimate how good we've done this season, and we will talk about it in greater detail in the next episode. But it is 4th place, just one home defeat all season. That cannot be taken away from me. Only Manchester United lost fewer games at home, and that was precisely none. And of course we got tanked at Old Trafford, just like we did today at the Etihad. But our away record wasn't quite up to scratch compared to last season, for example. It was near enough the same, but I'm just absolutely thrilled we have Champions League football, and we did it our own way with 66 goals scored, sadly 50 conceded. We should be avoiding that sort of tally next year, as we conceded 52 last season, so we haven't really progressed, and we actually only conceded 44 in our very first season, so something's had to pay the price in terms of our defensive play in place of attacking. But we've done a much better job in front of goal, as you'll probably see. Man City were fortunate. Manchester United are champions yet again. Fulham, Swansea, Watford and Norwich all get out their nasty axe. We've got 21.73 million in the kitty straight away, and we've got even more to look forward to in the Champions League or even Europa League. I don't want to tempt fate in that regard, but Chesterfield have done an extraordinary job, and I really hope you've enjoyed this season. And if you're ready for next season, let me know, and I cannot wait to hear what you have to say. But until then, that was my 489th competitive match, and it was our 752nd goal scored. I'm so proud, and if you're ready, I will be very, very soon. Until then, goodbye for now.